With that, I'd love to show you guys, we have a video that we're going to run for you and show you, and I'm going to talk through Windows 11 and some of the wonderful innovations that come along with Windows 11. Just how beautiful it is the first thing that you'll notice. Introducing Windows 11, bringing you closer to the things and the people that you love. Create, connect, and play. Your start button and your search button are now in the bottom center instead of justified to the left. So they're just a little bit easier, a little more central to what you do. It's so easy to search for things now. Your theme, the new themes are just absolutely beautiful. I think we've realized we spend all this time on our computer. It might as well be an aesthetically lovely and pleasing experience. Snap, you're used to Snap. We've had it for 4 generations now, but it's just gotten better and better. You see all these rounded corners, the softness, again, the aesthetically pleasing quality of the operating system is something you'll notice over and over again. Microsoft Teams is now integrated into your computer, and with Teams comes Microsoft Chat. It's never been easier to have web calls, to do video conferencing. Right now we do Zoom and we do Skype, and those things are great, but some people have found them a little difficult with Zoom rooms and the numbers that you have to input and the credentials that you have to input and the passcodes. Microsoft Chat is so simple. It is so easy to start a conversation. You just put in an email or someone's phone number. It sends them a link. Boom, boom. Everybody's online, collaborating together or just seeing each other, just kind of loving each other across the miles. You saw something called widgets pop up. Widgets, I think, are going to be a breakaway hit in Windows 11. It is also something that is, in this version, pinned to the taskbar. You click on widgets and sort of all the common things that you look up all the time, things like the weather, sports scores, what's the Dow Jones doing today, your photos, local news, those are all right there. So I'm on the little widget icon down there right now. Give it one little click and you saw all those things come up. And now I can sort through, I can scroll through the news of the day. And all of that is configurable. So maybe you always go to a certain news site, or maybe you always look up a certain team. There's lots of different widgets that you can put on there. I think it's a really, really cool feature and a really, really user-friendly feature to have on your computer. I think it will be a breakaway hit. And then one other thing that's a big deal, it's really got the internet buzzing, is you can now download Xbox games from the redone Microsoft Store. You might remember the Microsoft Store came about. We're also used to it now. It feels like it's been around forever, but it hasn't. With Windows 10, was the advent of the Microsoft Store, and the Microsoft Store lets you download movies and music and apps and all those kind of things. But now you can download Xbox games directly from the Microsoft Store. So what that means is you don't have to have a $600-700 separate gaming console in order to play games anymore. There's Bluetooth in this, so you can connect your Bluetooth controller, so you're good to go there. It just kind of opens up a whole new world of gaming. And one of the technological advances that's allowed that is so much of the processing for the games now can be done remotely in the cloud, and then with sort of the informational parts can be beamed down to your computer. This has Intel ultra high definition, UHD, ultra high definition graphics in it. So when you're gaming, it can really keep up. You don't have to worry about ghosting or trailing or any of those kind of things. The refresh rate is great. The screen is just beautiful. One thing I have to mention, this is a bit of a departure, but it's very important. I didn't mention it in the last show. I'm so sorry. We had Ben Platt here singing, and we had a lot going on. I think it is a service to our customers to make sure you guys know about this. When you get a new computer home, one of the things you're going to have to do is move everything from your old computer to your new computer. Unfortunately we've sold out of Viper, but we have the Laplink PC. We'll actually check with Kevin. We should find out actually how many we even have left. What this allows you to do is move all of your old movies, music, game, even your old programs. So maybe you have some legacy programs on your old computer. It moves everything over. You see, there is a cable that you can use, but you don't even need that. It does it all wirelessly. Now the cable's in here, but I got a new computer. I literally set it up last night. It took, for my computer, it took about 3 hours. You start it, and then you walk away. You load this on both computers. Couple things it does. It checks your old computer for any viruses or anything nefarious and make sure it doesn't move anything over. Only at HSN, these two exclusive things I'm about to tell you about, you get 3 licenses with this. So you can use it 3 times. Everywhere else where you buy it, you get only 1 license. At HSN, you get 3 licenses, and you get something called Safe Erase. So after everything is moved over and you're like, oh, hallelujah, how was I going to do that otherwise? And even your passwords on your, how on your web browser you have your passwords and you have your favorites and all of that set up the way you like it. All that moves over to your new computer for you. And then there's something called Safe Erase. On your old computer, if you're going to give it away or you're going to donate it or you're going to sell it, it's a great market for used computers. You might want to sell your old computer and make some money. It Safe Erases it to government standards to make sure nobody can dig in and find your information later. So if privacy is important to you, you'll really like that. I think PC Mover is something that just about everybody getting a new computer needs something like this to make themselves comfortable on their new computer, just like that.
Well, I agree, because a lot of people, especially you might say, well, you know, I've been on this computer forever and it's got all this stuff on it, all these photos and everything, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to switch to a new computer, even though you hate your existing computer. The PC Mover gives you that real peace of mind, because now it'll just move it all over flawlessly, and then your new computer is just completely ready to go. How many, Kevin, do we have left of the PC Movers? Okay, we have less than 700, so that's almost sold out. And if you saw last hour, our rose gold has now gone. We already sold out of the gold earlier, so I have two colors left. I have the teal, which is glorious. I think it's just the prettiest darn laptop I've ever seen. And we have the silver, so I've got both of these colors now remaining. Silver ships right away. The teal's gonna be a couple more days after that, but for me, the teal is so distinct and unique that I wouldn't mind waiting a couple more days than our normal shipping to be able to get the teal, but you can still get the value tonight. And really take a moment and think about who is on your list that really does need a laptop. It might be you, but it might be somebody who's going into high school, up to college. Maybe they're moving off to their first apartment. You know, maybe they've been dragging around and trying to make an old laptop just last as long as it could, but it's just not meeting today's standards. It's not, you don't have the speed, the performance, and the productivity, nor will it have the battery life if it's a couple years old. This one is the one you want to upgrade to. It is the lowest price 15-inch we've ever done with all the latest features. It's not like HP was said, hey, give us something from 2 years ago. We'll make it our best deal today over this huge weekend. No, they gave us all the latest features we could want in a computer and gave us an incredible, incredible value. And remember, you're getting a whole voucher of goodies that actually add up to almost $600 by itself. Plus, you also within that are getting the Microsoft 365 for an entire year. That's full Microsoft 365. Your total value is $870, and we're at $399.99. Plus, we have 5 flex pays, which means if you have a major credit card, you're going to spread your payments out over 5 months. We have free shipping that ends tonight. All of this ends tonight at midnight in less than an hour. And if you want to use your HSN card, we have 12-month VIP financing. So grab that card. You basically have 12 months to pay it off, and it still ships out right away, which is pretty cool. Now, if you don't have the card, get it tonight, because while you can, that first item that you purchase from us, we're going to give you $40 to say thanks for trying the card. That's huge. So you can take off another $40 on this if you get the card and you make it your first purchase, which is amazing. But do not miss out, because that's the important part. If you're watching right now and you've never seen us before, we do a Today Special. It always starts at midnight East Coast time and it ends at midnight East Coast time. And obviously at 11:08 here on the East Coast, this is coming to a close, and we will not have a better offer on a 15-inch computer for the rest of the entire year for the holiday season. This is our big deal. This is our Black Friday. We're just doing it early so you can have it in your hand ready to go. And you'll have it easily in time to put it under the tree. No worries there. But take advantage of the 5 flex. That ends tonight at midnight. The free shipping, that ends tonight at midnight. And that's on everything we've featured on HSN right now. So if you've got, I don't know, cookware waiting, or you've got some clothing you're thinking of buying, maybe some beauty products. Dolly Parton was on with Amy for an hour earlier. You want to buy her fragrance? Get it in now. You do not want to wait any longer. You got to get it in. All right, we have more to share with you too. I've got about 2 minutes to go, and I've got another surprise. So Aaron, with about a minute, why don't you tease what we're going to talk about when we come back from our little special event?
Awesome. So when we come back, we're going to actually continue our discussion of Windows 11 just a little bit. This isn't just Windows 11. This is Windows 11 in S mode. So what if I told you you could have a computer? You could have a computer and have your computer kind of like you have your condo. What I mean by that is you can own it, but not have to take care of it. Not have to worry about viruses. Not have to worry about spyware. Not have to worry about adware. Not have to worry about the daily maintenance of updating, those kind of things. You don't have to worry about any of those things anymore. With Windows 10 in S mode, there are updates without the wait. It takes care of all of the updating for you, and it is protected from spyware, malware, viruses. You don't download antivirus to this. You don't have to worry about any of those sort of things. So we'll get a little bit more. There's some other advantages that come along with Desk Mode as well. We'll get into that in a little bit, and we'll get into Microsoft Office, all the good things that come along with Microsoft Office. And we haven't talked about the 123 IT program. So that's coming, Suze, in just a few minutes.
It's a whole lot more. The problem is, do you get it before it's done? And you know what? I love a good deal, but I love an exceptional deal even better. And that's what this really represents. And I'll tell you, you might have watched this for 2 minutes or 2 years or 20 years. You understand that buying a computer, if you go out to an electronics store, can be really daunting. You have this whole row, and you're looking at a card that has 5 little bullet points, and you're like, I don't know, what should I buy? That's why we take the time. We have the experts like Aaron's to really walk you through to make sure you're really happy and that you're a smart computer consumer. All right, well, we've got one more special surprise before we wrap up the weekend, and it couldn't be better timing, especially for me right now. And I really, truly wish I would have one of these when this whole event is said and done. But I'm bringing back to us and live on the air from Bravo TV Southern Charm, Patricia Alstott and comedian Danny Pellegrino, and they both join me.
I'm gonna have you hold off, and then we're gonna continue making
them both. Hi, you guys, welcome.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Danny. Hi, Patricia. I am
Suzanne.
so excited.
Hi, Suzanne.
You got us at a good time. We were in the middle of making our martinis. My glass has been chilled, and Patricia just poured the vermouth.
And I hear, Patricia, you do love a good martini.
I love a good martini. That is my signature drink. And I have, particular likes and dislikes about the various vermouth and gin. I don't like vodka martinis, and I don't like dirty martinis.
All right, very good. So, Danny, what do you guys
about
share with us? Me too. So, give us the recipe. What are we going to make tonight?
We started with a ½ an ounce of vermouth, and then Patricia was just gonna finish up pouring. I think she was going for the gin. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And I like Beefeater. I mean, it's a big bottle.
That's a really big bottle.
But
That'll last
everybody
a lot.
that comes, I know, I can get my exercise in for the day. But every time people come to the house, they want a martini.
Including the puppies?
Well,
including the puppies?
They're thirsty too.
Yeah, I have a house guest, and he just came in. Sorry about that. I have 5 dogs.
Oh, my.
Okay, so here's what I do with a gin, because I've done it I did blood. That's about 2 ounces. Wait, I need a little more.
I like that you need a little more. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, a little more in there.
Especially with house guests.
Everybody, seriously, even if they don't like gin, they always ask for one.
Oh, of course.
So then you have to shake it up. I don't stir it. It's shaken, not stirred.
Very good. And what's your favorite
why
embellishment?
do you prefer it shaken, not stirred?
I like olives. A twist is nice.
Lovely.
I vary. Okay, so you strain it out.
And we toast.
And Patricia, if you're doing a twist, do you
to-
always do a lemon twist, or do you lime sometimes, or are we always doing a lemon?
You can do lime. I like lemon, and you make sure that you don't get any of that.
All right, guys, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but Patricia and Danny, make sure to check out Danny. He's got podcasts. He's really a great comedian. Patricia, we know from Bravo's TV Southern Charm. And, of course, you can find out more details on both of them if you go onto the web. How are you going to go onto the web? Well, on your brand new computer. This is the one. So what are we doing? We're going to spend a couple more minutes, and then I have a really awesome Bissell coming up, so I want you to stick around for that, because it is our fave Bissell of all times. So we're going to make cleaning easy in just a couple of minutes. But we do want to wrap up on our big today's special. As I mentioned earlier, this is 15-inch. By the way, this screen is revolutionary. The experience of even looking at it is so beautiful. Backlit keyboard. You have this beautiful, lightweight design that's very powerful, and it has a long battery life, which those are the elements we want. In fact, I think it's really interesting that Xbox has agreed to allow their games to be downloaded on onto this computer, and they would not allow that because a computer, to be able to play their games, which are very complicated games, to be able to play them flawlessly, you do have to have a really mighty, mighty system. And so for Xbox to allow that to now happen on this HP, it just, I think, even if you're not a gamer, it just means, oh my gosh, there's so much power and performance built in to a very, very lightweight, very, very portable, and that long battery life laptop. So I think that's just such a compliment to the Windows 11 and the processor that HP has put inside here. We've got more to show you. I know, Aaron, you were teasing what you had coming up. I hope you were able to make a martini in the meantime, but let's jump back over to you and share with us some more details you were going to tell us about.
I made a martini and I drank 2 in that time. So we're good to go. The rest of the show, it only gets better from here on out. I can guarantee it. All right, let's get into Microsoft Office just a little bit. Microsoft 365, actually. So when you get your computer home, Microsoft Office is pre-installed. And I just should point out that normally, I mean, pretty much always, when you buy a computer at HSN that has Microsoft Office, it's a choice of either with or without. And with, so usually there's a number down there that's here, got to move this out of the way in order to point appropriately. Usually there's that number. And then underneath that number is a number that has $50 or so added to it, typically. And that's the price with Microsoft Office. I just want to point out today, everybody gets it. So you're basically paying the price without, but you're getting Microsoft Office. And in fact, you don't even get this box. You don't need this box because we've preloaded it for you. One of the things we do at HP, we work with the folks at HSN to make sure your out-of-the-box experience with your computer, from the package you get it in to the way it's packaged. The folks at HSN work so hard for you. I wish you guys could sit in on this meeting and hear them say, no, we need something else for our customers. No, we want something exclusive for our customers. No, it needs to be a better experience for our customers. They fight so hard for you guys. And we're so proud to do that with them and to accommodate that. So one of the things is that you don't even have to load your own Microsoft Office. When the computer gets home to you, it's already there. Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, and Publisher. All 7 of the Microsoft Office programs, again, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, and Publisher. You have licenses for them for a full year. So you can use all 7 of those on your computer for a full year, not just on your computer. You see right there at the bottom, it says it's on your computer, on a tablet, and a smartphone, because we work across platforms now, right? We use many devices throughout the day. You might have a little bit of downtime when you're picking up your kids, waiting on a meeting, whatever it is. You might go on your phone or go on your tablet and kind of review a document or read through some text. But the truth is, when it's time to work, you need your computer, right? You need your full screen, you need your full keyboard, you need your numeric keypad, you need the whole deal. And that is one of the things to sort of think about tonight. Do you find that you don't go to your computer as much? You go to your phone, or you go to your tablet, or you go to another device because you don't love going to your computer. If you don't love going to your computer, you should. You should love going to your computer. If your computer is hot, if your computer is heavy, if your computer is slow, when you multitask on your computer, watch this. I'm going to show you everything I have. I have 7 programs open on my computer. I have hsn.com. I have the Microsoft Store. I think that is YouTube over there. I have PowerPoint up. I have, I'm shopping for a car. I've got a car website up there. I have Netflix up. I have, Facebook. So I've got lots of things all up at the same time. There's no pausing or waiting. Look, if I want to go down here to PowerPoint, hop right into Microsoft PowerPoint. If I want to do a little bit of editing, I can grab that image. I can do a little bit of 3-dimensional rotating and movement. So let me just grab that. This is the kind of processing speed that you get even when you're multitasking. If you can't do those things on your computer now, it's time to upgrade. It's time to move to a new computer if you don't love the computer to the PC experience that you have right now. So I would absolutely encourage. I know we have 2 great colors left. Another thing that I want to show you, I'm just going to go back to my HSN page. Here we go. This is something cool, and it's something that nobody really expects. You see this great big touchpad at the bottom? Did you know that you can use the touchpad to, for example, scroll on your computer? So I'm just sort of scrolling, checking out HSN. What if there's something that normally you'd have to get, these aren't reading glasses, these are actually to help me see better far away, but you get the idea, something that normally you'd have to put your reading glasses on to see, you don't have to do that either. I'm gonna take my 2 little fingers here, and I'm gonna pinch, look at, you can now see that says today's special, and then that says discover our best values of the day. When that was small, before I pinched and I zoomed, you couldn't have read that, right? So that's a wonderful feature built in. There's this beautiful extended touchpad that allows you to pinch and to zoom and to scroll and do all those sorts of things. If you're wondering about the creature comforts like backlit keyboard, that's F5 that I'm pressing. The keyboard is turned off now. Press F5 one time, the whole keyboard lights up. So it's easy to see under any lighting conditions. Wondering about a fingerprint reader. These are the latest technologies built in. It's true that you're paying a sort of I don't like the term, but it's almost a basement bottom price. I don't want that to lead you to believe that it is a less than computer. It has the #1 processor in the world. Bum, 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 bum. You know those tones? You know that because it's one of the top 10 companies, actually, one of the top 10 most recognized brands in the world. That's Intel. The Intel Celeron processor is built into your computer. Every little bell and whistle, from the fingerprint reader to the backlit keyboard to the beautiful touchpad, the high definition webcam, Suze. So I hope everybody understands that it is an advanced computer with the latest, not only the latest processor, the latest operating system, the latest version, that S mode, so your computer is safe under all conditions, is updated under all conditions. The computer takes care of those things for you. You just get to enjoy the power of it every day.
And when we come back to Aaron, we're going to talk about HP 123 because that's even more special. But there's that little fingerprint right here. I'll actually put this down so you guys can see it. Right here, that is the fingerprint recognition. Again, as Aaron said, there's a lot of features on here that you never find at models that are $399.99. So there it is right there. That's that. This is the touchpad he's talking about, where you can zoom in. You can actually scroll using the touchpad. You can see the stunning keyboard. It is backlit when you need it. What I wanted to bring up here was just to show you the variety. I went to the Microsoft Store, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of apps and programs. Right here, this is Microsoft 365. Remember, that's included in today's special. Over here, this is an entire Disney Plus, so you can check that out. If you like TikTok, you've got that. I love this, soundtrack for your day, music and more. This over here is Connect and Stay Informed. And again, the list goes on and on. As I scroll down, look at this category, top free apps. Now, they're just showing a few of them here, but trust me, there are thousands of them that are absolutely free, which is amazing. How about essential apps that you need? Spotify Music, Wikipedia is there. There's your Adobe Access. As I move down here, how about entertainment apps? Okay, do you have Prime Video? You have a Prime account? Guess what? You have access to it here. Do you want to watch Netflix on this computer? Yep, if you've got an account, you can do that as well. Then this is the best productivity apps. And we're talking about so many. Adobe Lightroom is great. Photoshop Elements 2021 is there. And again, some are free or some are paid for it. I love the best creativity apps. These are the most popular right now. Most popular utility apps. I mean, trending apps, top paid apps, app specials. It's just collections, getting started collections, staying secure, best creativity. It just goes on and on and on, and we're just barely scratching the surface. But what I love about this Windows 11, it opens up the world of Microsoft to you and the latest. That's what's so great. And again, just amazing. It's solid state, which means you're not waiting for 5 minutes for it to boot up and warm up and get ready, and finally you can be productive. This literally comes on absolutely instantly when you open the computer. And look at that screen. That's such a good shot. That screen is stunning. Remember, it's a revolutionized display. It's also a slim bezel design, so you can see very little bezel around the edges, so you get a bigger picture, you get a much bolder experience. And of course, if you want the teal, look how pretty this is. The teal is totally exclusive to you. You can't find it anywhere else. It's been the most popular all day long. It ships just a few days later than the silver. So if you went it a couple days earlier, order the silver. If you're okay waiting just a couple more days, not long, but just a couple more days, get the teal because it is exquisite. But remember, the offer ends in about 40 minutes. And that's important. When we launch our today's special, it starts at midnight one night and it ends 24 hours later. Either it sells out or we get to the end of the day. Now, what happens is 5 flex, free shipping, and especially that price goes away at midnight. It's going to jump $140. That's a big jump. That's not $5. That's not just $10. Like, yeah, that's okay. No, it goes up almost $150 just because you waited for about 40 minutes. And when we hit midnight, that happens. It's just like the pumpkin and the carriage. The carriage goes away at midnight, all right? And again, you've got two choices right now. We're down to just two options. The teal is stunning. Of course, the silver I think is great. If you don't know what color someone's gonna like, and you're like, you know what? They're gonna love the silver because they're gonna love the performance that's built into here. All right, so Aaron, what I'd like to do next, if you will, is go over HP 123 if you don't mind, because that's really a special addition to the system.
I love to. It's fun. It's actually really fun to do. So thank you for leaving that for me, because I like to go over it. And it's something we did exclusively for the folks at HSN and QVC. You know, I said earlier, the HSN buyers, man, they like to beat up on the folks at HP. They like to say, we need more, we need more, we need more. We're going to sell 20,000 of your computers in one day. Y'all got to make this special. And boy, this was one way that we've really done it. So exclusively at HSN and QVC, we have, and I should say, pardon me, I sell computers every week. I've seen this done one other time other than today. So it's something for the biggest of big occasions. We are including with this computer our 123 judgment-free, I like that, IT program, IT support. And what it means is, one, you get 1 year ADP. ADP is accidental damage protection. That means if you damage your computer in any way, if you drop your computer, if you spill something on your computer, if you crack the screen, so I like to say I have a 3-year-old in the house, so think of a creative way to destroy something, and Max has figured out a better way to do it. I guarantee you. So no matter what happens to your computer, it's no problem. They will replace the computer or repair it with original HP parts at no charge to you for a full year. I refer to this as a mulligan. When you play putt-putt golf, at least when you play with the burgers, you get one mulligan every 9 holes. So if you hit one really cruddy shot, you get to act like it never happened and just take it over again. Kind of same thing. You have one really bad day and you bust your computer. It's no big deal for a full year. Anything that happens, your computer's covered. Okay, so that's one. 2 years of HP Smart Friend. That means anything, any question that you might have. Look, you're getting a brand new operating system. You've never used it before. None of us have used it. Maybe you're not sure how to do widgets, or maybe you heard me say you can download Xbox games, but you're not exactly sure how to do it. Or maybe you heard me talking about Microsoft Teams or chat, and you've got a question about them. For 2 years, for 24 months, you get the computer home. So that's through all of basically 2022 and all of 2023 through to November, I guess, of 2023. Any question you have, no question too big, too small, make a phone call. It's a toll-free call, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The people who built the computer, the folks from HP, are there to answer it. And what's nice about that is you're not chasing down the IT expert in your family. You're not chasing down your sister-in-law or your son or whoever who doesn't know your computer, doesn't have your computer in front of their face. They're like, Mom, I don't know. I'm not staring at your computer right now. I can't tell you what to do. The folks at HP SmartFriend are staring at your computer. They know 20,000 of these computers went out the door today, and for the next 2 years, they're supporting this computer. So they are ready to answer your questions. So that's 2. 1 is 1 year accidental damage protection. 2 is 2 years of HP SmartFriend. 3 is 3 years of Find My HP. Our local stand-up comedian / HSN television host for over 10 years now, Helen Keeney, has dubbed this, I always credit her, Low Jack for your computer. And that's exactly what it is. If your computer goes missing, you don't know where it is, it's stolen, you misplace it, whatever, this is a program that is installed on your computer, and for 3 years will allow you to geolocate your computer wherever your computer is. So that is the 123 judgment-free IT program included with your computer today and available exclusively on computers, on some computers, not all, on some computers from HP at HSN and at QVC.
And Aaron, I want to go back to point number 2 of the 123. There are really big computer companies out there that every single year after the first year, you have to pay to get any help. And every call you make is another cha-ching. And here's what's interesting. When you normally get a computer, you don't have that many questions to begin with, but it's 6 months in, you start to go, wait a minute, how's that supposed to work? Or what happened there? And then you're 12 months in, a year in, you're like, oh, wait a minute, how's that supposed to work? With this, how cool is that? Is is you could be a year and a half, a year and 3/4 in, almost 2 years in, and that's when you really start having the questions like, oh, that came up. Was that supposed to happen? Uh-oh, I don't know what that is. How do I do that? Or as technology changes, now for 2 years, you have access for no extra additional costs, unlike the other companies, to get those questions answered and to get help. And I gotta tell you, that's invaluable. In fact, you know, can you imagine it could be potentially hundreds of dollars if you buy a computer and 1 3/4 years from now, you've got a really important question and you've got to call somebody to ask and they'll say, yeah, but we're going to charge you to give you an answer. That doesn't happen with our configuration. And remember too, this is so important. You're getting an additional almost $580 worth of goodies that we really haven't talked about much at all, and I apologize about that. But yes, you get Microsoft 365, that's included. Bigger Brains Learn Windows Computers, that's a $180 value. You also get Buffer Pro 1 year, America's Test Kitchen 3 month, PDF Extra for 1 year, XLive X Plus is a 1 year membership, Wallet Plus is a 1 year membership, Hallmark Studio, that's so much fun because you make your own holiday cards with that. Then you get Meeting Recorder Plus for Windows and Dock Lock are all part of our exclusive bundle, and you'll get a little card included with your box when you get it at home. I just want to reiterate, because we're about to wrap up on this, when we hit midnight tonight, which is about a half hour away, this deal will be done. Now, you'll still be able to get potentially the silver or maybe the teal tomorrow, but you're going to spend not $399, but $549.99, almost $150 more. So right now is the perfect time to order it. Plus, please remember, I think this is vitally important. If you saw anything over the weekend, or even if you're online, maybe it's NFL gear that you're shopping for the holidays, do it all right now in the next half an hour, because we've had free shipping all weekend, and the savings really rack up when you have free shipping. So take advantage of it, because at midnight we're going to go back to our regular shipping. And who wants to spend money on shipping if you don't have to? So go ahead and get through your cart right now if you're a big crafter like I am. By the way, November 9th, we have a huge final crafting event of the year. I'll launch it at midnight. Diamond Press is going to be here. But if you have your crafting stuff in the cart right now, because I know crafters, you guys love free shipping, go ahead and get all that checked out while we're still under this special live event window, because that and the 5 flex pays all come to a close in a half an hour. This deal is going to be over too. The teal is 100% exclusive. I love you guys, but you watch, and if you're new, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to my local electronics store. They've got HP. Nope, they will not have this offer. They absolutely will not have this color. The interior is stunning of the teal, and that's been the most popular one all day long. The second option we have is a great option. It's silver, and that's nice too, because if you don't know what color someone would want, or maybe you're gonna get it and you're not quite sure who's gonna get it yet, then the silver's easy, because I find it to be a unisex color. You don't have to worry about that. But the deal will be over in a half hour. We launch a new Today's Special. The whole event comes to a close in a half hour. So I love it that you're taking advantage of that, because we can tell you guys are online and you're ordering, saying, I'm going to get this all in before, of course, you lose that free shipping and the 5 flex. And when we get a few more minutes, will you do me a favor? Let's do a 360 tour, because again, people say, can I plug in? Can I plug in a mouse? You know, how do I hook up my computer? Can I do a Teams call or Zoom with this? Let's talk about some of the exterior features.
I'd love to. And so I'll show you around the computer quickly, and then we have 2 stills that I'll go through, and I'll take my time more when I do that. I'll really I'll review everything that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so on the front, high definition webcam, 15.6 inch ultra high definition screen. There is your power button. This is F5. I'm just tilting the computer this way so I think you'll be able to see it a little bit more. See how this turns the backlit keyboard on and off. Biometric fingerprint reader, full-size numeric pad, full-size alpha pad, touchpad at the bottom, Intel Celeron processor built in. On this side, that's where you plug in your power, 2 USB-A ports. On the other side, HDMI port, USB-C port, Bluetooth built in, Wi-Fi built in, place to plug in earbuds, and that's a place to plug in your SD card. Now, I have a better way to show you all that. In fact, what we're going to do, first we have a features video. I'm just going to talk through the features video in case, let me find my glasses so I can see it. I found them. So we're going to talk through the features video. And then after that, I'll show you, we have 2 stills that I'll go through a little bit more slowly. Reliable power. Obviously, HP is the #1 computer brand in America. Intel's the #1 processor brand in the world. Intel Celeron processor. Beautiful, bright view screen, the #1 screen size in America. 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes solid state drive for storage. Webcam built in. 10.5-hour battery life. Microsoft Office included. Fingerprint reader. Weighs only 3.75 pounds, so it's incredibly lightweight as well. We have 2 stills, and I'm going to spend maybe 2.5 or 3 minutes on these, really talking you through. So if you're wanting the details, if you're a details person, this is the time to kind of perk your ears up. Here's the first still. The very first thing at the top you'll see is ultra high definition graphics. So with the Intel Celeron processor comes the Intel ultra high definition graphics. Great for playing games, great for watching movies, whether it's Hulu or HBO Max or Netflix, whatever it is you love to watch. Or if you're going to take advantage of this really exciting new thing that comes along with Windows 11, which is the ability to download and play Xbox games on this computer, having those ultra high definition graphics will be an awesome addition to the computer's power. 4 gigabytes of memory. Memory is important for multitasking. It's also important for your speed online. If you think your internet is slow, if you pay for high-speed internet, your internet probably isn't slow at all. Your internet's probably really fast. Your computer might be slow. If you don't have enough RAM, this is plenty of RAM for great everyday performance and multitasking. You might have seen I have 7 programs up and running, including PowerPoint, including live streaming HSN, including the Microsoft Store. Nothing is slow on the computer. Really multitasks beautifully. 128 gigabyte solid state drive. Solid state is lighter, quieter, and faster. So your computer weighs very little, operates very quickly, is great on the go. HDMI port. You can plug an HDMI cable in and send high definition video and high definition audio with just 1 cable to another screen. A lot of us have done this as we've worked from home. So it's nice to have the HDMI port built in. Super speed USB Type-C port. You have USB Type-A and Type-C ports. There's 2 USB-A ports built in, and there's 1 USB-C port built in. This is the latest. You know, this is indicative of this being what Microsoft calls a modern machine. Modern machine has to have a USB-C port and has to be SSD, solid state storage, instead of hard disk storage, which this is. This fits those criteria. Very modern computer here. Headphone and mic combo slot. Microphone and speakers are built in, so you don't need to plug anything in. But if you ever want to plug in earbuds, of course, there's Bluetooth too, so you can do wireless earbuds. But I'll tell you what, it's nice sometimes to just plug your earbuds in. You get great sound quality. It's the easiest way. It doesn't interfere with anything else. Nice that that little port is there. SD card reader. It's an easy way to expand your memory, also to share files, of course. But especially, I think people who want to have a little bit more solid memory on their computer, easiest way to do it is just plug in an SD card. Biometric fingerprint reader. This is a big deal. This you only see in the latest models. This is the latest body style from HP. And what it means is you can log into your computer the easiest way and the safest way, just using your finger. You can still use the numeric keypad or use any sort of combination of numbers and letters to log in. And there's face login. Windows Hello is on here as well if you like to log in that way. Intel Celeron processor built in. We talked about that. #1 processor company in the world, and the high definition graphics. There's just one more page, and this one's quicker. At the top, HP True Vision camera, so for your Skype calls and your Zoom calls. And now, don't forget, Microsoft Teams is built in, so Microsoft Chat and those sort of things. Just the easiest way to webcam with friends and family, connect with colleagues, to create, play, and connect. Lovely webcam built in. Full-size backlit keyboard. It's the kind of thing. Backlit keyboards, I'll tell you what, you know, go to the Apple Store and see what a computer with a backlit keyboard costs. You're talking $1,000+ The fact that that feature is built in, it's such a price-accessible computer, something I'm very, very proud to point out. And it is, I tell you, what else? Once you have a computer with a backlit keyboard, you'll never buy a computer that doesn't have a backlit keyboard. It spoils you fast. After today, I've been on air. This is my 9th hour on air, 9th full hour on air today. I'm going to go cuddle in my bed, and I'm going to want to search for a movie, but all the lights are going to be out, and I'm still going to be able to see my keyboard. And it's an awesome feeling. So congratulations if you're picking this up. All you do is press F5 to turn that keyboard on. Up to 10.5-hour battery life. Nice long battery life on a computer that only weighs 3.75 pounds, so you're not searching to plug it in all the time. It also has, I think I skipped this accidentally on the last still, it has HP Fast Charge, so it charges to 50% full, which is about 5 hours and 15 minutes. in only 45 minutes. You get a 5-hour charge in 45 minutes. You know, charging your computer is not something that has to be on your to-do list anymore. It's a very easy thing to do. And then last but not least, 2 USB-A ports. Those are the full-size USB-A ports, so you can plug in a thumb drive, or you can plug in, you know, any accessories, your printer. Most printers are wireless now, but anything that you might have, you might need to connect. There's plenty of ports, Suzanne, with which to do that.
Well, and I think that's so important because nowadays a lot of computer manufacturers are eliminating more and more things because it's on the cloud or it's all wireless, and sometimes you just want to plug something in. A good old-fashioned mouse. For me, I love plugging in a mouse and using it that way and not having to rely on a wireless connection. I wanted to show you this, though, so I was like, okay, how many days till Christmas? Just to give a quick reminder. Yep, I found it on the internet. 47 days, it's 20 minutes and 36 seconds. Yep, you should be thinking, hey, what is that holiday gift I really want to treat somebody to? And it could be that laptop that they desperately need. We've made it so easy tonight. You've got 5 flex pays and free shipping. And again, all of this, including $150 in savings, ends in about 20 minutes. So at the end of this day, this whole deal completely changes just because you decided to wait till tomorrow. So it's a perfect time to get through that cart and click bot, and then you're done and you sit back and you say, you know what? I'm really happy I got that laptop for myself or for such and such. And you know what's awesome too? Is maybe you're shopping with us for the first time. You're like, man, Erin's great. The deal sounds good. Oh, it's HP, love it, but you're nervous. Well, you're in the best time ever in the entire year to shop with us because we're in the longest return policy window, which means you can play with this, explore, put it under the tree, have fun with it, whatever you want to do, up until the end of January of 2022. And if you don't love it, you can send it back for a refund. So it's the best time to try a new computer because you have the longest window to play with it. Do you know if you're buying from another brand you go to the store to buy from, they give you 2 weeks, 14 days to decide if that computer is good enough for you, and you spent hundreds of dollars more, but you only get 14 days. We're giving you a couple of months to make sure you love this, and if you don't, you still get our same awesome, great return policy. So for me, you can really shop with confidence. You don't have to be nervous or like, oh, I got to figure it out so fast. How do I know? You'll know, and if you don't love it, we're going to guarantee that refund at the end of January of next year, which is pretty awesome. Here's the tree, put this underneath it. Yes, someone's gonna squeal on Christmas morning if they get it. Maybe it's that Hanukkah gift, but boy, you probably know somebody who really could use a new laptop. You know it, right? You've got a desktop that's got peanut butter all over it, or it's so slow and it's so annoying. Maybe everybody's had to crowd onto one desktop or laptop at your house. Maybe you've decided to work remote. Boy, I'll tell you what, careers have changed so dramatically over the last year and a half. But when you commit to working remote, or maybe you're freelancing remote or starting a business and you're going to do it remotely, you've got to have